Long ago, the world as we knew it had ended in the wake of eldritch storms of chaos that ravaged the land. Some few survived, for reasons unknown. Some survivors took to shelter, some became bandits and marauders, others even stood up against the hordes of undead and became legend. We have not been following one of those, but instead a man who ran. Joshua Snow crash landed on the surface a month ago, a surface he had been avoiding for so long. Survival here has been hopeless. With adversity facing him at every corner, Joshua has become desperate, a burning desire to get back into the helicopter and escape to the days when life was simpler. This drives him, pushes him to make decisions perhaps he wouldn't have made before. Welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, the last flight of Joshua Snow. A journey through one of the hardest survival games with the increased difficulty of the No Hope overhaul. How long can we survive? We return to Joshua in the middle of his plight, recently having solved the problem of having broken his weapon, and now looking towards exploring deeper. With how many of the dead are around us, it seems unwise, but I think that it is the right choice. We're gonna check our condition real quick. It looks like due to our low amount of food that we have right now, we're not using Healthy Glow, but I do think I want to go ahead and start using Healthy Glow just because I want to start regenerating. So here's the plan. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut across to here, to this pharmacy. We'll check out the dojo and the pawn shop if it seems viable to do so, and then we'll head over to the garage. So our initial goal is to just cut west towards those. We are going to head northward to do so, and we're going to do it at night because we know that there's a horde out here, a pretty drastic horde that has been ooh, it's also a mil-spec searchlight. How far south is that? There's a chance that that can see me all the way out from here. It's also part of the... Speaking of, there is the searchlight. And I have just entered the edge of its radius. We are going to start running, and we're going to get out of its vision radius because that thing just revealed me to a lot of the nearby area. To the south, we hear zombies whacking and breaking glass. We're going to wait for that searchlight to move on. Has it moved on? It looks like so. We're going to run. Get away from it. Come up here. Okay. We should be fine. Should be far enough north. I think that means that we're going to pop into this building here. Check to make sure there's nothing incredibly valuable. And we'll go out the back side of it. What's this? Seed drill, garden hose. Nothing here of particular note. It's just worth checking. Just worth checking. We're not going to mark off this building as search because if we ever need seeds and such, we haven't actually like fully looted this building. Oh, it did the interesting thing where the next building is actually like right up against the previous one. I think we were also low on water, so we'll check these. Beautiful, beautiful. We're full on water now. Can we... Fortunately, the Technomancer's tool belt is not enough to pry this open. We do not have a proper crowbar on us. I need to remember this for the future, that although the Technomancer's tool belt does have one level of prying, without our halogen bar, we can't pry this door open. I think that means we sweep this lady and knock her back. And there's a pupating zombie again. Okay. We're going to switch to our switchblade and back up. Hopefully the pupating zombie comes in first. Stab it a few times. It's bleeding. Bleeding more. Please don't explode. Please don't explode. Just keep stabbing it. It's not going to be able to get through our ride armor very easily. It has arterial bleeding, which should pretty much fully counter its regeneration at this point. And it finally goes down. Oh, the fact that it takes that much to take that thing down. Okay. It's going to cost me 400 moves to get out my baton. So instead, I'm going to run back to here. And we're going to pull it out back here. And catch our breath. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb over here and climb over here. I would like to get to this dojo. Pocket knife. It's not better than my existing switchblade. What do we do here, guys? What do we do? The dojo is really close right here. Just very carefully, very slowly, very methodically take down a tough zombie. Avoid the sludge trail. Brainless zombie. Can't see us, but could still hear us. Okay, we go inside. We are bleeding slightly. We'll go ahead and just cover that in an adhesive bandage. Hopefully we can get it. There we go. And always check to make sure that our wounds are at least making progress on being healed. We'll head to the back. Generally speaking, in the past, aha, karate. Very nice. That's at least something. All of the manuals have always been in these back offices, and then the roof here is just going to be nothing interesting at all. So we can go ahead and mark that off. Okay, we're pretty close now. There's an Outdoorsman store and a garage right there. So we probably want to head across to the clothing store, across the street here. And we're going to turn on safe mode because I want to be stuck. We can't actually use safe mode because there's a zapper zombie off in the distance who is being lit up. We're going to move very slowly then. Okay, there is a tough zombie there. Tried to run away. It grabbed me. We'll have to take it down. It bit me. We'll have to deal with that in a moment. Do we have what we need to deal with it? We do. We just don't want to do that in the middle of the street. Okay, we're moving to the darkness of this building. We'll back up to the back of it. Stand somewhere where we have multiple exits. And we will use the antiseptic on our head. We are very quickly running out of supplies here. But we're also in an area where we'll be able to potentially get more supplies. Okay, let's see if we can find a back exit. Like this one, perhaps? So now from here, we want to just head across, possibly to the home improvement store, probably to the backside of the clothing store, so that we're not moving across the street as much. Grabber zombie. Just saw us. Let's move up, grab it, let it grab us, take it out. Close the door. Just in case anything heard that. Expandable baton is holding up well. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, there's a goblin. Doesn't do a lot of damage. More goblins. Despite not doing a lot of damage, it does appear to be quite durable. Got grabbed by a shady zombie, which just appeared out of the darkness, which is unfortunately their specialty. Shady zombies are relatively sneaky zombies. So there's no western exit from this building. The only exit is the one we came in, which means that we are going to have to cross a decent amount of terrain here to get to the west. We want to get to this Outdoorsman store first, and then the gas station. Move slowly. We have the night as our cover. Without a proper weapon, Joshua is going to be restricted to the night for now. Until we do get a proper weapon and we can... Oh, good. We get in fine. Is this the Outdoorsman store? It is. Okay. Some survival books. We just heard from the northwest such a horrible smash that it has actually caused us impaired hearing. Can we tell where that came from? Oh my god, there's something going on up there at that gas station. There's a chance that maybe the gas station just exploded, because we heard dozens of crashes and smashes. And it does look like this Outdoorsman store is just completely empty. Pop open a crate. Nothing in it. Okay, we'll go ahead and mark this. Delete the note. We are hearing a lot of noise. Clanging on the fence. Shuffling in the distance. More smashing and clanging. Perhaps we don't want to come out this way. Oh, I think I've just realized what's happened. They don't care about me. They're all moving towards that explosion earlier. So if I let them go past, they will probably just make a beeline through this building and out the other side towards that explosion to the north. Unfortunately, they're just like exactly in my way. We're going to wait like 5 minutes here. I'm glad I moved. We actually just hear shuffling from the other side of that fence. And something might be able to sniff me. We'll leave that cockroach. Just crushing it right now is probably not a great... A gangrenous crawler. A nightmarish, spidery abomination born from human gore. It definitely crawls between the walls and ceiling with limbs grown from its own disjointed ribs. This thing is going to explode. So before we do anything, we'll put on this mask and then move away from where we just exploded it. The good side of this is that with gangrenous crawlers around, there's less likely... Okay, there's a gas station here. Perfect. This is the gas station part of this place. There's less likely to be dangerous undead. But they're also going to be attracted to all of the explosions. I just got trapped in a corner. This is not good. We need to take this guy down fast. Same with the next one. So this is the icon of a fat zombie, but apparently is actually a pupating zombie. Well, that's... I've never seen that happen before. I accidentally equipped the flashbang instead of the switchblade. We're gonna take some swings at the pupating zombie here. I'm curious to see why this happened, because I've never actually seen this happen before, where it says it's a pupating zombie, but it still has the model of a fat zombie. Perhaps this fat zombie just recently evolved. Either way, we need to take it down. Joshua's lack of a proper weapon is showing here, as we are just cutting into this thing 3 damage at a time. And even though it has our heavy artillery bleeding, we're so tired at this point that we can't kill it. Let's see if we can finish it off with the baton. It should have been slow if it was actually a pupating zombie, but it's keeping up with us very well. And we just can't fucking kill this thing. We'll back up a little bit. Bought our switchblade again. See if we can get it bleeding. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be able to penetrate our armor reliably. What is going on with this thing? I think we need to run. We're where we want to be, but there's just a confusingly immortal creature here. Well, at least not actually immortal, just completely beyond our ability to kill right now of our weakened state. And we see a dissolute devourer. Okay. And a scissor limbs, a nightmarish spider of gore, standing tall among the ruins, keeping silent watch of the blighted landscape. Its spindly limbs of bone slip between the rubble with otherworldly speed. It is much faster than us, and we are running. It is time. We have to use Quantum Tunnel, and if we get lucky, we're going to get away. And if we don't get lucky, this might be where Joshua dies. Okay, that's probably not far enough away. We're in a bathroom now. We can wait a moment. What do we have? We have a Glock pistol. Let's go ahead and reload it. We're gonna pull it out. We'll take off our firefighter mask. We can try teleporting again. There's a chance that we get farther away. We might be able to get to the subway station or the gambling hall. The gambling hall, as far as I can tell, might have a second floor. No, nothing around here has a second floor. Okay. The reason why I'm able to tell that is that the second floor is here. The second Z level is roofs. And then anything that has a roof on the third Z level is actually a second floor. There is a radio tower over there, so that's a possible point of escape. There's a second floor to the gun store. That's even closer. There's a collapsed tower. Oh, I understand. Yeah, these collapsed towers are actually incredibly dangerous, and I actually did not notice that this was here. They will break down this door. And it's a matter of time. Just a decayed zombie and a normal zombie. I wonder if that means that the scissor limbs moved on. Because in my experience, scissor limbs will kill zombies. So there's a chance that we just fight through these zombies. Start taking them down. They pushed each other out of the way. Okay. Got a few of them down. Which one's more hurt? This one? Oh. I don't know what's brought us such providence that scissor limb didn't just break into the building. What's that sound? Shuffling. Shuffling. Okay. That was dangerous crawler. Put our mask back on. And frankly, as soon as I crawl into the vehicle, I was looking for a gas can. We immediately see a tough zombie and a batwing zombie. The tough zombie grabs me just in time for me to not be able to dodge the batwing zombie. We are going to have to once again emergency teleport out. Even as we are teleported out, the tough zombie had grabbed us and crushed us against the walls of the cab, doing just a little bit more damage to us as we begin to run away. That's not a good sign that everything is destroyed here. As we get in, even basic zombies now are able to grab us. I'm gonna use our staunch wound to get rid of the bleeding. Now that we have some stamina to spend, and we are severely injured, severely hampered now. I was hoping beyond hope that we would be able to find some sort of weapon, something better in this Outdoorsman store, but lacking any kind of proper weapon against the undead has caused it. Means that we basically can't fight anything right now. We are slowly losing. It is a battle of attrition, and they are infinite, or at least close enough to infinite for our concerns. There's another military surplus and an outdoorsman store down there. I think that it may be my only choice now. We do know that this gun store has a second floor. May be our only choice now to essentially retreat forward. No, it's going into more unknowns. Here's the gun store. We're in the back alley of it. Found their dangerous crawler. It should poison the tough zombie. It also made a lot of noise. We're going to break into the restaurant to the side here, and I'm going to hope this restaurant has a kitchen. It does. Okay. Oh, we're going back into the kitchen. Catch our breath. Check our wounds. We are pretty badly wounded at this point, and there's not much we can do about it anymore. We'll apply what we can. Kind of just rest for... I'm going to see if I can catch 30 minutes of rest here, just to get our distressing pain down. And hope that, although they will be able to smell us through the walls, we can at least rest here for long enough that, yeah, we're back down to distracting pain. That's good, that's good. Eat a little bit of our food, what little of it that we have left. Drink some water. The gun store is useful. Yes, we could probably find another gun, but a gun right now is not what we need. We need a melee weapon. We're going to get up onto the roof here and see if we can kind of just... don't see anything immediately. There's a road barricade there because it's a construction site. Again, I don't see anything immediately in our vicinity. Let's go ahead and head out the back door and carefully head along the construction site here towards this outdoorsman store. Loaded zombie. We just barely managed to rip our mask on just in time to block the poison of the bloated zombie. I accidentally put on my binoculars, which had wasted some time in my panic. As we open the back door to the outdoorsman store, there's a zombie hunter that immediately popped in. Joshua cannot catch a break. Without the healthy glow of psionics, at this point, I likely would be dead. We need into this store, though. We need something. We'll go ahead and take this peanut butter candy and cigarettes. Looks like this is the northern section of the store. There we go. We're in the store proper now. And no hope has screwed us again. It looks like this is also a ruined store with nothing left in it. There's a tear gas sprayer, and that's literally it. We do have a dangerous crawler follow us, which is going to cause a lot of noise, and a paint chipper. Okay, I hear things banging on the fence to the east there. Another dangerous crawler. This is also useless. Do we head to the military surplus store? If we can find a real weapon, even just like a combat knife or an army knife or something like that, we might have a chance here. We might be able to actually get enough of the zombies cleared that we can make our way to safety. There's another fast food restaurant here. Fast food's actually a good deal for us. This is going to be some more food for us. Sorry, an irradiated... Oh. That's not good. Hold on. A radiated tomato and an irradiated onion? Is there radiation nearby? Are we getting sick? Not yet. I worry that something has happened in that collapsed tower that is irradiating the food. I just saw graffiti on the side of this military surplus store, which is usually a sign that people are pissed that they have come to this military surplus store hoping for some degree of safety, some degree of semblance of weapons, and have found it empty. So it is very likely that we're not going to find anything here either. Unsurprisingly, its shelves are empty. There's a molly webbing belt and not much else. Someone left it behind because without found an assault backpack, a molly assault backpack, that's basically useless. Once again, we have nothing for our name. We have only the gun and a expandable baton. Oh, okay, we're gonna eat a little bit of food, I guess, and take a few minutes. It seems like nothing's attacking us literally right now. We'll come back to the back area here in the shelves, where we have 2 ways out, and we'll wait a few minutes as well. We have enough food that we can do this, and just get our pain levels back down. It is quickly approaching morning, which means that the hordes, although we'll be able to see them from a distance, they'll also start being able to see us from a distance. I still can't believe that we've hit so many buildings that have all just been completely useless. That garage back there, the gas station, was probably going to be something that would have actually saved us from this loop. Josh was just desperate now to get off the surface of this world, to get back into this helicopter, go just somewhere else. Anywhere else has to be better than this, right? It's a vain hope, but it's a hope. We hear shuffling. We're going to move past it. Get back into this gas station. Close as many doors between us and them as we can. Move north. We'll have to take this one out. Panting slightly. Leave the mask on. Too many crawlers. Too many dangerous creatures. Can we get into this place? Door's locked. Without our halogen bar, there's almost no way we're going to get in there. There's a part of me that says we go back. Part of me that says that we abandoned this entire trip. But we've gotten nothing done. Everything we've done will have been in vain. We've almost crossed the entire city. There was a zoo on the far side, but that's not useful to us. I wonder if we can climb up. We can, okay. Because there was walls there, we managed to shove our way up into the roof. And there is a second floor, so perhaps... Damn. They keep the second floor locked too. Unfortunately, preppers be preppers. Let's see if we can go up to the 3rd floor. There's very little chance at this point that there's going to be some sort of fire escape or something like that. It was worth a try. If we had our halogen bar, we could probably rip open this door, but can't use our Technomancer's tool belt to get open. No, we can't. And again, there'd probably just be guns in there, and guns right now, firing a gun. If we were forced to fight that scissor limbs, we were going to be forced to fire our gun. But just against normal zombies, it's just going to cause more problems than it's solving. We do manage to climb back down in one piece, and Joshua is stuck thinking about his situation here. There's a hunting supply store to the north, but it's towards that explosion. He doesn't know what to do. He feels trapped. He feels like every choice is just leading to more dead ends, more zombies, and that he's on this cycle, this treadmill of just getting farther and farther into survival debts. We're going to just break open windows at this point, get in. We're in a home improvement store. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. Perhaps there's a sledgehammer here. Perhaps there's, I don't know, a trowel. Something better than this police baton that's designed to avoid brutality. We need something more brutal. We need something that we can use to just destroy these things. All we're getting is cupboards. Damn it. Contact lenses. That's not useful. Not even remotely. There's a busted out window here. We'll finish busting it out. Pharmacy to the north, another gas station. Neither of these are useful right now, but we might use them to move through, just so that we don't have as many zombies, so we're not out in the area. I do hear a lot of movement inside the pharmacy, so we're going to avoid that one. See if we can use the Technomancer's tool belt to pry open this door. We can't. Let's climb back up again using that wall trick. It's a good thing to have learned. Empty tank of water over there, and it doesn't look like there's any access into the building from the roof. Okay, This is just a gas station. This isn't where we needed to go. Make sure there's nothing down there. Climb back down. We're taking risks. But they're calculated risks at this point. Hunting supply stores nearby. I have very little hope that there's going to be anything there, considering how many times something just shot out of the darkness and its teeth sink into my leg and I'm bleeding. I don't even know what that could have been. We're going to just climb up. A zombie hollow. It blended perfectly into the darkness. We are going to use our staunch wound because we're running out of bandages. So we'll use our psionic powers instead. Bandage our wounds. We're on the roof of the hunting supply store, but we need to find a way in from here. I know I keep saying it, but if we had our halogen bar, we could just... Honestly, we could slam a hole in the fucking roof and just drop down through the hole. You know, consequences be damned, but losing that tool... This is why I wanted to not use it as a weapon. Losing that tool is just such a big detriment. And there's no other way down. And Zombie Hollow has reach, as it is stabbing us from all the way down there. We're going to crouch down in the center of this roof and wait a moment. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it moves on. Make sure that our wounds are at least covered. Soon we're going to be out of bandages. Fortunately, we do have the staunch wound, which acts as a sort of impromptu bandage. Now on top of his multiple failures to find anything good, anything useful out here. Anything that he can immediately benefit from. Joshua's also starting to really feel the tiredness. He's been out all night. It's almost morning. He only just recovered from both a flu and a cold. But at least we have chicken. At least we have food. And at least we're safe in our mind. Even if Joshua is incredibly unsafe. We do have this karate handbook. You know, if we go prone on the ceiling here, we could activate a candle, take off this gas mask for now, and read this book. It's going to tire us out a little bit, but it's a better way to pass time than just simply waiting. Our candle literally just blew out because it is too windy. What we're going to do then is we're going to store it. I hate to use battery on this, but we're going to go ahead and read stored books on our e-ink tablet. See if we can learn karate. I mean, it's a better use of our time than simply waiting here. Hopefully by time around 6 a.m. comes around. Okay, we weren't able to learn, but it's morning now. And I'm hoping that that zombie had moved on. It has not. As the zombie hollow, for some insane reason, is still there. Maybe it was smelling us all night, but as we got up to the thing, it just immediately lashed out to us several times. This is not a great situation we've gotten ourselves in, Joshua. You're trapped in on roof again, surrounded by a horde. As we crawl to another side, we see another scissor limbs and a large horde of zombies. All waiting for us down there. If that scissor limb spots us, I'm pretty positive that it can just climb up here. So even this isn't safe. What do we do? What do we do? The hunting supply store was the last place nearby that I thought was going to be possibly safe. We do spot the light of another survivor to the north. There's a chance that we could take shelter there. But who knows? He might be hostile. At this point, we're so far into the city that even if we did try and run, we probably wouldn't make it out. Fire station could have a weapon, hunting supply store, but we'll probably be in the same situation as this one. The only thing I can think of is that we drop our backpack over the edge here, and we go down, and then we head for the roof of the electronics store, which we hadn't noticed at night because we didn't have the vision, and we didn't see that there was a ladder here. And with that ladder, we should be able to get up to a roof, and if we get wounded from dropping, we'll still be okay. Okay, let's look down. There's a shrieker on the ground there. Zombie, the hollow. So if we fall and get hurt by this fall, we are probably dead. Oh, and even as we back away from the ledge, a feral human climbs out of a fucking dumpster and joins the melee. What's over here? Even more undead. who are spotting us standing on this roof from afar. Coming in closer. They can smell the fresh meat. Smell the meal waiting for them. I don't imagine this is going to be any better, but... And there's the scissor limbs. I always thought that these attacked other zombies. But I guess it's not, because that Shrieker zombie right next to it is full HP. If that thing comes up here, we're going to have no choice but to pull out our gun. And that's going to make things worse, as I've already stated multiple times. The only thing I can think of to do here is maybe do the gun trick again, go to the northern side of this building, fire our gun a few times, and then rush south. But I really do feel like our candle is getting short here. I'm going to try and get a little bit more health back and be in the best condition we can be in. So we're going to lay prone again, and since we need to pass some time, we're going to see if we can learn karate. It might be the last thing that Joshua ever does, but by damn it, we might actually learn it. Well, we learned karate. It's primarily martial arts about being unarmed and with staves, but with only one level of unarmed combat, we actually can't really benefit from it too much. I will say, though, we will, if we take a karate stance, no, the armed weapons is restricted to staves, so we would need our pipe staff that we have back home in order to take an armed stance here, which I had experimented with using a pipe staff, but it was too slow. But if we had karate, the pipe staff would actually be suddenly quite good, because we would get increased accuracy, increased block strength, and stuff like that. We would have to be good at unarmed combat, though. I wonder if we get the, let me go ahead and switch to karate real quick. Yeah, we don't get the karate stance benefits while wielding a baton. I was just double checking, because the way that was worded seemed like it would be any armed or unarmed, but it does have the prerequisite of a staff. I think that this is going to be the best we're going to get. We can staunch some of our wounds real quick, get the stamina back, and what we need to do is we just need to choose the side of the house that is furthest away from the scissor limb. We already know that this gas station to the south is inaccessible, so is the pharmacy. It's unknown territory in every other direction. There's a chance we could get to the subway station, and if we did, we might be able to get back to this subway station and get out of here. Maybe even pick up our Halogen bar again. This is going to be a risk. As an out-of-game note here, I had promised myself, because of the difficulty settings that we have used for Joshua, that this was not going to be like Vellum. This particular run was going to be permadeath. Joshua has not died off screen. I have not cheated or save stumped in any way. And although I am going to quick save here, but only because of potential bugs, however this goes down is however this goes down. I'm going to be trying my best to keep our boy alive, but this is a bad one. Let's see what happens. Rush this way. You know what? I just thought about something. This is life or death. We're dropping our backpack. Oh, there's so many, though. The hollow's over there. Okay. Those are there. Drop that real quick just to use staunch wound. Pick it back up. Okay, we have an idea. Let's head back to our backpack real quick, because apparently that's where our gun is. We are going to drop our backpack before we drop down, though. There's the scissor limbs. Oh, there's so many of them. What the hell? Yeah, we can't outrun those. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to fire our gun. Just like 2 or 3 times here. I don't really care what we're firing at. Zombie Hollow got us again. Now that we fired over there, we're going to carefully approach the other side here. There's a scissor limbs to the north. Can it see us? It can't see our current location. We weren't able to draw the cord away. Okay, this is the closest we're going to be able to get. So we are going to, it looks like our Glock magazines are in our inventory, so we're going to stand and fall down. We do manage to lower ourselves down from the ledge. Something grabbed us. We're going to take one shot at it real quick and pull away. Start running. Okay, we're going to run through this car. And we'll slow them down a tiny bit. Run north. Head into this building. Turn around and shoot the dog. Okay, we got into a building, so now we're going to teleport. Oh my gosh, the teleport took us out the backside. We still have 7 shots in our pistol. Let's carefully move. We don't have a melee weapon anymore. We had to leave that behind. I don't think we have a mask to wear either. We saw this pawn shop in the dojo earlier. Let's head that direction. Just gonna run past these guys. Zoom out a little bit so we see where we're going. Skip around the horde. Dog grabbed us. Take out the dog. Door's locked. Okay, get in here. Get out to the back. Catch our breath. Oh, okay. Okay. We're gonna try this a couple times here. Okay, we teleported into... Shit. We teleported into a locked room. It's at least a safe locked room, though. Let's reload our gun. Drop the mag. Do we still have healthy glow going? We do. We're going... Since we have a moment, we're going to crouch here. It'll be difficult for them to break into this room. We're just going to wait a little bit. See if we can get the distressing pain gone. Okay, they found us. We need to move again. We're not going to have much of a choice. We have to use Quantum Tunnel. Get out of here. We're going to go into this corner to give us the highest chance to not go this direction. And we didn't. Oh, okay. Gas station and then back to the parking garage, I think is our best bet. Let's walk when we have a chance. We've drawn a lot of the horde over towards where we just were. There's a mil-spec searchlight. I forgot about that. Let's go north then, because that searchlight might have guns. We're back to the gas station. Here's the parking garage. Second floor. Okay. Take a moment. Catch our breath. Is there any weapons on any of these guys? No, and if we did grab a weapon, we'd have to drop our gun. I am shocked right now that I am alive. We're gonna run past these guys. Can we close that door? Yes. What way did we come in? We came in through the north here. We can see by the buildings that we've explored. Okay, so we want to head into the shadows here and head north. Hopefully, all of our antics in the last few days, we have drawn a lot of the crowds away. There is Flesh Raptor. We tried to shoot it. It stabbed us. We're gonna climb over this fence. It'll slow them down a tiny bit. Not a lot. Flesh Raptor's going to stab us again. Zombie grabbed us. We managed to just barely pull free of it. Soldier zombie. Okay, duck around the other side. Can't go into that house. Into this one. Into this one. No. Not like this. Joshua turns and fires at the remaining zombies. Panicked at first, but realizing that's... Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance. They're going to stumble. They might not be able to figure this out. We're going to use our staunch wound, drop our gun temporarily, stop the bleeding. Pick the gun back up. Ah, fat zombie found on the ledge. Zombie child found on the ledge. Okay. They're falling down the ledges. Let's catch our breath. There's like no way we're going to be able to kill this Flesh Raptor. Not unless we steady up. And we're just going to wait for it. Wait until it comes in. Ignore the feral elf throwing rocks at us. That is going to hurt, but not as much as the Flesh Raptor slowly bleeding us out. Fire. We got it once. And it got away. The elf is on the ledge with us. We're literally backed into a corner. Block is empty. We have 1 bullet left. We have no stamina. The elf is full HP. Quantum Tunnel. This one spell has saved our lives more than it should have. Try and Quantum Tunnel again. Lose our concentration. One more time. Lose our concentration. We managed to get out. But for how long? We get grabbed by a basic zombie. Managed to pull free. One more time. Close the door. Catch our breath. We need our breath. We need to be able to run. With this level of stamina, we can't even run. Teleport again. Just teleport until we are far enough away. Shit, at some point they knocked my gun off of my hands. We had more bullets in our tactical vest. The teleport of teleport, we eventually get to a set of stairs. Joshua waits on the top floor. He has a little bit of water, and that's it. Just catches his breath on his last limb. I'll go up one more floor. Is there anything up here? I'm sure his vision is a haze at this point. Just in utter disbelief that he's even alive. Is there anything that we can use as a weapon? I'm not getting out of here without a weapon. There's a garden up here. And a gentle breeze. We're not even that far from home. Our pistol got pulled out of our hands. Pretty close by. Feral mechanic followed us up. How do we get off this roof? We're out of mana. We have some stamina. But that's about it. Is that a downspout? It is. We're gonna run for it. Close the door, it might slow him down. This is laminated glass. You can hide behind it. Close the door. He wasted his time hitting the door. Staunch our wounds. Are we still focusing on healthy glow? Yeah, it's probably the only thing keeping us alive. That and the riot armor. Do we have any bullets for the Smith & Wesson? No, honestly. That Glock was probably our only chance there. And it got knocked out of our hands. I don't want it to die to a single feral human. Such a lame way to go. He's just smashing at the laminated glass on the other side. There's not much he can do to get in here. Guess I can take a moment to breathe. The human is so feral that he doesn't realize there's a door right over there that he could just walk into. If he ever does realize that, we'll be in trouble. But we're fine for now. We drank the last of our water, and we're officially in a really bad state. I think we're in too much pain. We're too tired to be able to run all the way back to our home. And if we get grabbed again, we're too weak. Our strength is too low to be able to break free of the grab. And we no longer have enough mana to be able to teleport out of the grab. I think our best bets right now, you may disagree with me, is to head back this way and see about, okay, catch our breath at the top of the stairs here. I can figure out where I dropped that pistol. Didn't even see it happen. It's hard to be calm in that moment. It's not right there. It's in the next building over. This door's locked. That door's locked. Fuck. Well, our hands are open. I guess it's time that Joshua takes a karate stance. Going down the stairs is almost guaranteed to be a bad idea. Take a few swipes at the zombie. Grabs us. Corners us. Hey. We don't have enough mana for Quantum Tunnel. But just don't try and punch it down. We do manage to do a roundhouse kick into the zombie runner. But it does no damage. We knocked back one of them. Zombie runner's badly wounded. There's a chance we take it down. Joshua Snow takes his last breath, backed into a corner, grabbed and tackled by the weakest of the shambling dead. His life does not flash before his eyes, but instead he sees an image, a distant helicopter flying off into the sunset. His last flight. This is the end of this story from the Cataclysm. However, it is not the end of my coverage of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I have many other stories I want to tell, more than I have the time for. I hope you join me again soon for the next story. If you were catching this episode when it releases, you will soon be hearing from me again on what that next episode will be. A story of cybernetics, bionics, and lost travelers. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and this story. If you have, please like the video, leave comments below for suggestions, and subscribe for more Cataclysm and hard games. And I wish you a fair night, for there are still dark days ahead. Goodbye.